What's good, my beautiful baby? It's your girl, Key, the Chapter Administrator, back in the Truth Production. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This is like my fourth time trying to record Trap Out. I'm not understanding like what the madness is about, but it feels as though like I could just tell you guys, channel message, like when you guys do are on the purpose of this glow up, which I feel like is currently unfolding in your life right now. There are gonna be lots of people who feel entitled to your attention, entitled, like just trying to pull at your vibes or just disturb your peace. Like, ugh, it's annoying. But anywho, I did pull a card to see, what's going on. Who's this diva I'm talking to? Right? Divine masculine, it doesn't have to mean you have to be a girl. This is how I talk. This is the vibes, okay? You could just interchange diva for boss man or whatever you want to go by. But anyhow, who are you at the time what you find this reading? Because I do want to address how you're currently awesome before we dive into how you're going to advance in your awesomeness. And the Ace of Wands is present. So, I feel like that you are somebody, like I was describing, you have a lot of buzz, okay, no pun intended. I feel like you are somebody that might have a lot of clout, be it in your family or in your job or, your city, social media. You just have like this captivating energy to you. You are very creative. You are somebody that people feel like, I kind of feel like they make time to do that because you have multiple things going on. This is my pile that is used to doing different things at once. Like you have different modes, okay? You have different like you may have multiple streams of income. Like, yes, I do Amazon Flex, and I'm also doing this as well. Like, yes, I do nails, and I also do lashes, and I also work at I have my own nail business. I also work at a nail salon. I also do X, Y, and Z. Yes, I read cards, but I also have a job. You know what I'm saying? It's just giving like real big, like no excuses, boss man type vibes, right? Boss girl type vibes, real big. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like you're also somebody that has fought tooth and nail to get to where you are, and I feel like there are people, generally speaking, where I think that people have different perceptions of this, okay? You are a very ambitious person, and I can say that you fought tooth and nail to get to where you are. Nobody handed you shit. But there is a certain energy. I get a real big, strong masculine energy from this pal. I know that this, all this pink and stuff going on. It's not to say that you look like a man, you move like a man, or that you even are a man. I'm not saying that. You could be. But I'm just saying that there's a real big no excuses. I feel like there's a balance between divine feminine and masculine energy within you currently. And I feel like that you show up with who you need to be or what energy is most necessary for the task at hand. I see you being the type of person where if I'm straight, everybody around me is going to be straight. And I also get a vibe like you may be the type of person that tries to, bring everybody up with you. Like if I'm going out and I look good, I want to make sure that everybody I'm going out with looks nice. I want to make sure that everybody's straight, that type of vibe. Like, and I'll take care of myself. But you prioritize and you probably schedule time out your day for self-care and self-love. Like, I'm making time for myself, because if I can't show up for myself, I can't show up for anybody else. And I feel like it took time for you to get to that point as well. But it's necessary, and I feel like that's also like you're already at the preface of what's unfolding. I can just tell you that off rip, because you are very giving, you are very nurturing. But I feel like that right now it's a time to where it's just all about you. Okay. I also want to say, like, you're the type of person that I get a vibe that you might be very innovative. Okay, people look at you as somebody that it's like, how did they think of that? But you're able to draw inspiration from virtually anything. It's like your fly. It's the way you speak. It's the way, like, literally the way you talk. You may have your own lingo. Okay, it's the way you dress, like your physique, the way you look. Okay. Everything that is the fabric of your being, plus then some, your accessories, your personality, it's all just wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's giving, okay? I feel like that you have, I keep hearing it's provocative, it keeps the people going. So something about your energy, it just feels like that it's very captivating. Many of you are meant to be in the forefront. I was picking up on choreographers, dancers, musicians, bloggers, content creators, people who do beauty services and things of that nature, mothers, okay? Bitch, I'm a mother, no drama. It's just giving somebody that has learned to master, you could be in your 40s, okay? Or you could be somebody that is mature for your age, okay? But if it's given to, I'm hearing it's been a long time coming. I feel like before you got to this Ace of Wands energy, there was a vibe surrounding people feeling burdened by other people's issues, because before we get to the Ace of Wands, we have to go through the Ten of Wands vibe, right? So it came a point to where you were working very hard and you didn't see the fruits of your labor, but you pressed forward regardless. It feels like there was an energy or a vibe where I just see you being someone that you might have been someone where you took the blame for a lot of shit, and you might have been a person that was always like the matriarch of your family for some of you guys, or like the person that gets shit done. Like, if I don't move, nothing gets handled around this bitch. You could just be the type of person where people were heavily reliant or dependent on your hustle, okay? And I feel like it got overwhelming. You may have had like a divine like breaking point. Okay, what do I mean by that? I just feel like it got to the point to where the straw broke the camel's back, and some people got, removed from your life, and now things are a little bit lighter. I also feel like you've released a lot of baggage from your childhood. I no longer hold good on to who didn't give me what or what I didn't give, because because all things considered, where I'm at now, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, thank you. That's just where I feel like you guys are at in life. And what your glow up is going to be, your glow up consists of like you just being unapologetic about this season that you're in. It's like I'm going after everything that's mine, and I'm putting like no more excuses for myself. So I really can't sit there and listen to nobody else's excuses, because I make shit happen for myself every day. You can't sit here. You can't sit here and tell me that, you want me to feel sorry for you as a grown adult when I've been in your same shoes. I've been homeless. I've been neglected by parents. I've been experienced grief. I have PTSD. I have all these things going on with me, but I still show up and I get the job done. So that's just the energy that you're going to get in. And with this glow up, you are going to trigger people, because something about your happy feet. You are going to be dancing a lot more. Something about a rhythm and flow. You're going to be getting a routine. It's giving discipline shots. It's giving like I'm going head first and all in on everything that is mine. Okay, this is my happy feet card with the Knight of Swords. You guys are the only power that got a reversal for your glow up. So it's giving will get real big, like cut and dry. You could be an air sign or a fire sign, or maybe an earth sign, because we have the earth element, the air element. We also have Aries and Sagittarius present with the Ace of Wands, but strong air and strong earth most prominently. But it doesn't have to be. It's just that's the energy I feel like you guys are being in. I feel like there's an energy or a box around it. People might perceive you as cold. People might be also, it feels like because of who you are shaping, you are getting people reaccustomed to this new version of you. I'm no longer going to lay down and let people walk over me at the expense of myself. I'm not giving what I don't have to give. It's not selfish, it's being self-full. Okay, I'm prioritizing myself, and then maybe I can think about being of a service, but I don't owe you that. Whatever superficial obligations you feel like you had to people, places, and things that didn't feel obligated to you, you're cutting ties off to those things. Okay, there could have been someone born in the winter months, okay, that may have gotten accustomed to a certain level, or maybe this involves someone born in the winter months, or maybe the winter month, the last, winter around Christmas, Thanksgiving type shit. This is where it's over. I showed you the light, okay? It's reminded me of, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know what's going on, but it's getting on my nerves. But anywho, side note, I'm getting him up like, because it's deer in his card. I don't know if you guys can like see it. Hold on. Shit. Look, okay, so you guys see that deer back there? That's what I'm focusing in on. I'm honing in on. It's like, I see how now that life can get better, or how life has gotten better since I've removed certain people from my life. Okay, since certain behavior patterns, like, I've worked on myself and I've healed so much. Okay, hold on. I don't know what my camera's doing. Okay, I worked on myself. I've healed so much, and where I'm at in my life, all things considered, I'm not looking back on who didn't give me what, because look at where I'm at. Look at where I'm at now, mentally, physically, spiritually. Like, I can't sit around and be upset. I can't be mad about what I didn't get from mommy and daddy. I can't get mad about because everything you did, right and wrong, even if all you did was show me who I don't want to be, you did enough. And it feels like for a lot of you guys, there are going to be some people, you are going to be a bitch in certain people's books. You are going to be selfish in certain people's books. And there are going to be people who are going to try to discourage you from this path that you're going on. There are going to be people who are going to try to tell you, no, this is the one, there's only one way to tell you, it's only one way to do it the way it's always been done. But by sticking to your guns and staying focused and hyper vigilant on things that you want for yourself, you're going to be able to manifest things in your reality that actually bring you joy and fulfillment. Hold on guys, because I gotta fix my camera. OMG, like, are your sinuses messed up right now? Because the way I can't breathe through your pal is crazy. And it feels like for a lot of you guys, like, there's a lot about perseverance. It's giving, like, I feel like for a lot of you guys, your body is going to go through a glow up. The way you handle conflict is going to go through conflict because you're going to start chopping people down with your words, okay? I'm also getting a vibe or energy surrounded for those of you who select this pile. I think that there's a real big energy. Yeah, your mouth's going to be spitting hot venom. I'm going to be honest with you. And it's like your truth shall set you free. It's a lot of things that you've been suppressing, and you're going to just be speaking things up to yourself. And you're also going to be hyping yourself up. I'm not looking outside of myself for validation. I'm not looking outside myself for anything else. And with that, I feel like things are going to flow in a more positive space or positive capacity for you. Because I just feel like this next glow up, it really just... It's about sticking to your guns and not listening to the naysayers. They're showing me Doechii for this pile. They're showing me Nicki Minaj for this pile. Like, they're showing me people who went against the grain. When everybody told them that they had to look one way or move one way, it's like, I'm going to do what I know suits me. And it's like creating a whole new niche, okay? They show me Kanye West. It's like all these people who were told, you can't, and who paved their own way. If I'm not invited to your table, I'll just make my own. And that's just a vibe that I'm picking up on for you guys. I think that there's an energy surrounded also. You guys are branching out. I think that the factors that are contributing to this glow up is the fact that some of you guys have been around certain family members and you are observing certain qualities or certain like behaviors that are like generational curses that some would say, and it's like, I don't want that in my reality. I don't want that for myself, so I'm making a change now. It also feels like there's energy surrounding you, or possibly going back to school more, or you are investing in like your dreams and your, like, how do I say this? Like, it just feels like I get a vibe that you guys could be reading more, okay, with this next glow up, or you guys are just opening your eyes, okay? And I'm also hearing common, open your eyes. I see the light, something about that. So just like that deer, it's like you guys have finally got to the point where it's like, I see headway. I see that things are going positive. I know that I can have this. Something that God has revealed to you has shown you, like, this is feasible for me. This is possible. This happens every day for regular, everyday Joes, and I know I have talent. Okay, I know that this is something that I know I deserve it. All I have to do is put the hard work in. And if I put the hard work in, I'm going to reap the benefits. So it just feels like that for a lot of you guys, like, you're just having an awakening. And I feel like that's contributing to it, or you will. If none of this has happened yet, you're going to get into this mode or this feeling, and all these things are going to transpire. You're going to start to notice that you feel a lot better when you stop withholding your truth to comfort the feelings of other people who constantly disregard yours. You're going to feel better when you start to release superficial obligations that you have to people, places, and things that are not holding you back. We're going to just learn that they can't play with you. They can come around you begging and asking for shit, and they ain't talk to you or ask you how you doing. You understand what I'm saying? People can't just expect those things out of you. So, that's just what I'm getting. That's your glow up. It just feels like for a lot of you guys, I'm hearing I want to be successful. I want the money in the cars in the clothes, the hoes, I suppose. I just want to be successful. So his name could be Trey, okay, or Aubrey. But it's just, I just can't flip it, scribble, rub it down. No plain in that.
He loves me not. The Trap Tarot Minister makes sure you never have to worry or wonder. Clarity is just a click away.
Okay, what's good, me baby? Here, the Trap Tarot Minister. We're back with another secret production. Okay, so what's good, diva or boss man? Take a resonance, leave the rest. But the pink card, the Three of Wands, is supposed to represent, for me, ultimately, who are you currently? How are you currently? Awesome. Where are you at the time which you find this reading? It's going to help you kind of hone in and make sure that you're at the right pile, okay? So, I don't have to tell you that the body is cheap, okay? Some of you guys have been working on your physical physique as of lately, and you're starting to notice, like, I don't know what I'm hearing. I feel it coming. It's like a burn. Some of you guys have been, like, working on your body. I invested in my body, bitch. I'm done up. Period. Okay, and I also feel like the energy surrounding you have walked away from something. You probably had some people recently, like, kiss my ass. You might have been drawn to another power. Okay, it's like you could have, like, if you watch Power 1, You just came out of that energy. You understand what I'm saying? That's the vibe I'm picking up on. It's like, or if you guys have, you were drawn to both pals, this is like, Power 1 is the preliminary step phases, and this is like where you are now. Power 1, their glow up is where you guys are at currently. So if you're interested, if you were drawn to both, go watch it, because it's going to further like hone in on what I'm picking up on. It feels like that you may have blocked people or discontinued communications with people that you feel like were gossiping about you, messy, low vibrational. You bitches is messy, and you bitches is just low. Like you low lives. You don't want to see me do good, and then when you see me doing well, you want to downplay my success. You don't want to clap for my wins. You understand what I'm saying? So how about this? How about I discontinue my subscription with this relationship? I don't want any vibes. I don't want any parts. You're separating. You walk away from people who undervalue you. That's where you're at currently. It also feels like your energy surrounding, like, I think that you are somebody that is making a lot of steps, obviously speaking, for your physical advancement. You see, like, even like a physical thing. It's more so like I'm making healthy decisions regarding my body. Because it's like some of you guys, it's like, or it's not just your body, it's like your physical reality as well. Like, I'm going to go after everything that I said I wanted. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's really big. Like, I get a vibe, like, I'm going after things that I wanted. I'm putting things into plan, putting things into action. I knew I said that I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. I want to put myself out there, and it's like I'm doing so, and I'm comfortable with doing it. And it's like, whoever likes me, it's what I'm hearing Mary J. Blige, take me as I am or have nothing at all. It's like I'm unapologetically me, and I worked so hard to instill this level of confidence in me. Nobody's going to bring me back down a peg. You don't have the power because I don't give you that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm also getting a vibe surrounding, like, some of you guys could be seeing success regarding your platform. Some of you guys are content creators of some sort, okay? Or you guys are entertainers of some sort. So with that being said, it's like you're embracing that, and you're also understanding what comes with it. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Do I give a damn? No. Okay, that's just the energy that I feel like you guys are in currently. This glow up that you're walking into, it appears to me to be, it feels like booked and busy, to be honest with you guys. Booked and busy. Hustling. Okay, it's giving like trap and stack type of vibe or season. I feel like you're going to be blessed with opportunities to fund certain endeavors that you want for yourself. Like, Lord, I want to be able to afford X, Y, and Z. I want to be able to do these things for myself. So the necessary things will work and things. It's like what you wanted for yourself, it finally pays off for you. So it's giving clientele, business, bookings. It's just giving that. Like, your next glow up, it just, literally it says right here on the card, like, work. Yeah. It's like giving, like, how do I say this? It's like reminding me of Rihanna before she was able to invest in somebody else regarding having kids or a relationship, whatever. She prioritized building an empire and being a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it is getting to that point to where you're going to constantly have so many endeavors, and people are going to be trying to have you. Like, you're going to be wanting things for yourself, and you might be walking away from one endeavor to invest solely into another. But you're going to be able to do that because you're going to be able to, it's like, go where you're wanted, even if it's regarding your finances. Okay, if you're not feeling appreciated at where you are currently, you feel like you're being lowballed or something like this. Like, how about I create my own avenue? Just like I told Power 1, if I'm not invited to your table, I'll create my own. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the vibe I'm getting for you guys. With this 3 of Wands, it feels like you guys are currently taking action towards everything that I want for myself is mine. You understand what I'm saying? It also feels like there's some people who may have tried to discourage you up until this point from going after your dreams. Like, oh, it doesn't work for most people. It don't work for people like us or whatever. But nah, fuck that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like not taking on the projections of others. I feel like that's where you are currently, and this glow up consists of like it paying off for you. This glow up consists of some of you guys, you work in the medical field, but it's like you also gonna be tired. I'll be honest with you. I feel like you're gonna be doing something about like, and you guys are trying to get like an office job or like a level up or like a supervisor position that could be happening for you, and that's something that you wanted, some sort of promotion, or if you guys were looking for a nursing certification, like it's like graduating and passing an exam, if that's something that you're going to school for. But others of you guys, I feel like with this IV, I feel like the people might look at you as like, I only want to go to you for this service. So it's like having so many people, like people emails to respond to, so many things. Like if you are a manager or supervisor, people only want to go to you because they know they respect how you handle shit. You understand what I'm saying? So you are going to be like the pinnacle of something. You're all going to be some of you guys, it's like a household name. For others of you guys, it's like you're the person to call if something needs to get done. Like you're just that person. And that's that glow up. It's like being the reliable person, being the backbone of something or someone. Okay, it's like making a name for yourself in an industry that you are currently seeking, advancement within or recognition within. So whatever like industry you're seeking recognition in, I see that manifesting for you. And I see it being overwhelming, the outpouring support that you get. It's going to get to the point to where you're going to have to close your bookings. It's going to get to the point to where you have to say, I have office hours, okay? It's going to get to that point. So I did ask, your power was very quick. The factors that are contributing to this glow up. So just watch power one because it's gonna all like make sense for you guys. But your power is almost over because the factors that are contributing to this is the third eye. It feels like that you guys have gotten to the point to where you cannot be gaslit anymore. Like you see past what people are projecting onto you. It's a reality. What's fact? I'm hearing what's 𝒯🾂📂📂, what's real, what's fiction. You know what I'm saying? Your perception of reality has nothing to do with my experience in this lifetime. So because you have disassociated yourself from other people's projections onto you, and you transmuted energy properly, and because you have prioritized like your own inner voice and understanding what your heart and your soul desires, you can expect that those things are going to manifest and unfold for you because you have done the work. Okay, you have visualized things, you have put the work in, and you have pondered on things. Like you also are somebody, what's contributed to this is because you've done your research, you put the work in, okay, you've prayed, you fasted, whatever you need to do to get to where you need to be. And it feels like for a lot of you guys, this is earned and owed to you. This is like a spiritual debt that is paid out to you. Like you've been wanting this and you moved by faith, not by sight for so long, and now it's being given to you. So it's very cut and dry, very simple. I love this for you guys. It just feels like that you guys are getting to the point where you're going to be busy and working in an industry that you guys have been fighting so much. Like, pick me, notice me. So this will be your reading. I love you guys. Send the money back and around the whole social. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Like what you see? If you've enjoyed your free tarot reading, show your support by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. It helps the Trap Tarot Minister reach more people and keep delivering free guidance. There are also other ways to support the channel. Hit the thanks button below to sponsor today's reading or donate via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Every little bit helps, and your contribution goes a long way in keeping the readings coming.
What's good, baby? It's your girl Key, the Trap Tarot Minister, back with another week reduction. As you guys can tell by today's title, we're going to be discussing all about your next club, diva, or boss man. Choose what, term better resonates for you and what doesn't, right? So for those of you who have selected this pile, I get an energy or a vibe surrounding you. Guys are definitely currently at a space to where you possibly are like wondering, what got me here? How did we get here? That's why people supposed to be here, but it's giving a vibe or energy surrounding. Like, I put so much energy into people, places, and things that are not holding me back. I wanted things, I want to help everybody, and it's like you might be at a state to where currently it's like, I'm hearing like you're dealing with a heart you didn't break, okay? You might be the type of person where people use you as a scapegoat for conflict. You might even be the type of individual where you might be like, you're stumped, okay? It feels like something that you invested a lot in, something that you thought that collectively somebody else wanted, somebody may have walked away from it, so you may have been rejected. Maybe this is a separation regarding being fired unjustly or without notice, or someone losing interest romantically, friends falling out, friendships falling through. It's like realizing that people that you were loving were not loving you back. Like, you might have been a butt end of jokes for some of you guys, or you might have went to bat or been self-sacrificial at the expense of yourself. And it's like realizing right now at the current moment, like, what the fuck? Like, how did I get here? Because this card here, Diva, represents like where you are currently. Because I want to talk about how awesome you are now before I talk about how you're going to advance in your awesomeness. And with the Five of Swords being present, it feels like that you have a lot more strength than what you give yourself credit for. No, it didn't work with that person, but it's not that you didn't deserve it. It didn't deserve you. Like, let's just start with that, okay? I also want to say that there's an energy surrounding you. Guys could be very much so in your head. You could be blaming yourself as if life is happening to you as opposed to for you. And you need to change your inner dialogue, because Diva, what you're not seeing about yourself is that you are very much so protected. And we can't get mad at God's discipline over our lives, because there's lots of people who may have favor of mankind, but they don't have favor where it counts. You have favor where it counts, and with that comes God's provision. So certain things that fell through because it didn't mean you well. It wasn't going to nurture the person that you, it isn't nurturing the person that you are, and it wasn't going to nurture the person that you're becoming, that God is molding you to be. So just keep that in mind, okay? It feels like the factors that are contributing to this glow up or shadow work. I feel like that God has put a mirror in front of you that you cannot ignore. It's like, okay, this, in this situation, this person or this behavior that I have is not beneficial, it's not helpful, it's not conducive. It could also be where you maybe, or say where you have like self-realization, like becoming more self-aware. Maybe I've not been the best friend. Maybe I've not been hustling or going as hard as I should have been for the things that I want. Okay, can I really be mad at people for if I went against the grain, I gave them things they didn't ask for, or if I gave them things that I really didn't have the capacity to give in expectation for them to pour into me, when my obligation is to myself and their obligation is to themselves? You know, it's like, for a lot of you guys, it's just, you're going to go through the ebbs and flows where you're going to blame yourself, and you're going to feel discouraged, and you're going to feel frustrated. You're going to have like, why me? What ifs? Why did it have to happen that way? But this is all contributed to like a karmic balance, okay? It feels like you were getting too complacent somewhere that was supposed to be a temporary spot, okay, and you were getting stuck there. So something I think is shook up a little bit to show you like this is a reality, because if some part of you is accepting this, some part of you is these things that you do not like, and it's like a mirror being held up. In what ways are you contributing to your own stagnancy? That's ultimately like this mirror that is coming, like going to be posted to your reality, or that you already can see like, okay, I'm recognizing the pattern. Everybody can't be wrong about me, or everything can't be like, at some point I take myself seriously. At some point I have to stand on business. At some point it's like, you know, this is my rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new car. So at some point I have to get tired of being sick and tired. You know, I can't continue to wait for, you know, I can't continue to settle for what is less, you know, instead of waiting for what is best for me. I have to put the work forward, put in the inner work to actually to get what I want. Like some of you guys are skipping shadow work, and you're thinking that if I have love, then that situation is going to make me feel better or make me feel whole. No, you're just going to feel empty with somebody next to you, which is even worse. Okay? So this period of isolation is providing you a keen opportunity or space for you to prove something to yourself, or maybe be reminded of who you are and what backs you. And what this glow up is, it just feels like you guys are going to have a deeper understanding of God, or a stronger relationship, that is, with the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And knowing that within yourself, and it being home, because God can't work something in you or give you a miracle, and he isn't going to give you a miracle if you aren't going to even give him credit for doing it. If you're going to distract yourself and pedestalize and false idols, you know, it's like idolize people who really mean you no good. Okay, so what it looks like to you guys, I said this analogy before, my OG baby case, you probably heard it before. Sometimes we look like children. How often is it that you try to take something dangerous from a child and they act like you're the worst person ever? Like, okay, I'm a bad mommy because I took the knife away from you, right? But if you let the baby run around with a knife, they're gonna die, they're gonna hurt themselves. So you have to hurt their feelings a little bit in the current moment and take away the dangerous object so that they can grow, and then eventually they're going to see why it happened in the first place. So you are going to be blessed with understanding and closure, okay, in this next glow up, in this next season. But it's also like making peace with things. You're going to get to a space to where you are not resentful. This next glow up, it really more so involves or like unfolds to me as protectiveness. It feels like that you guys are going to be spending more time, like, you know, you're going to play with yourself a lot less. There's a lot of people, like, and I also feel like you're going to be, it's like a body glow up, knowing that you're worth more than what you can provide to other people. Okay, if you guys are giving yourself away, okay, come here, I give myself away so you can use me. Some of you guys were doing that with the wrong people, and we should have been doing it with the Lord. So, some of you guys were used up by certain people, and it's going to get to a point to where, you know, you have to say, when you fall on your knees, you say, Lord, what must I do to be accepted and to inherit the kingdom? What must I do to be pleasing to you? It's going to get to that point. And with that, God is going to rebuild you. And what God builds and what God grants you, nobody can take away. The enemy can't destroy that. What God grants you, unless God allows it for your benefit and for your betterment. That other shit was fugazi because it wasn't given to you from a positive source. Okay, either you fought for something that God was trying to show you was in the grand scheme of things. Some of you guys over exaggerate people's place and position in your life that are not meant to be in your life long term, and it's gonna, be a little bit lonely for a little bit while, but that loneliness is gonna turn into it's like practice solitude is what I heard. It's like going from feeling lonely to recognizing that I could be alone and full. And it's also going to the point to where you're going to realize everybody don't deserve you. You're going to look back at the people, places, and things that you're holding on to like so fucking tight and be like, ew, that's the shit I was over there kicking, screaming, and begging for. That's the shit that I was. Yeah, it's giving that. It's a certain level of maturity with this glow up, because I do feel like you guys are a bit naive, and it feels like that you are a little bit. It's like vulnerable, and you are coming across as a little bit green. You have been manipulated and used up. And it possibly feels like that two prominent masculines, maybe even a feminine energy, may have contributed to this. Like this insecurity that you may have. And it feels like for a lot of you guys, like, it feels like that you guys are getting rid of that dusty spirit. Some of you guys are laid up with a bum. I'm trying not to say it like that because I wasn't supposed to be going off on y'all because we supposed to be talking about your glow up. But it just feels like that you guys have a habit of entertaining bums and dressing them up as better than what they are. And it's like calling a spade is what this no glow up. It's like seeing a bum and recognizing that everybody's not your project. Okay? Period. Everybody's not your project. And recognizing and knowing for yourself that you don't need a fixer-upper. Okay? God is isolating you on purpose so that you can raise your value and add tax, because it feels like that the bar is in hell, honestly. So we're getting some self-esteem, we're getting some spiritual protection, so our auric feels like our spiritual relationships are getting deeper with this new glow up, right? Along with that, we're setting better boundaries, okay, without guilt. Hello. We're also going to mature in the way we dress physically, okay? Some of you guys and you may have been critiqued for this recently, like showing too much skin. Okay, it's like learning how to be graceful. Like you're with this new, not saying you aren't graceful, but it's learning to be more graceful. Let me just say it like that. With this new glow up. Confidence. It's also knowing like I'm beautiful without all that extra shit. So I don't have to have all the designer on. I don't have to be showing all my ass, all my legs, all my titties. I don't have to have a face full of makeup for my divine feminines. I don't have to have weave down to my ass in order for me to feel beautiful. It's like knowing that you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and it's not just being something that you hear, like knowing it. So it's gonna get to the point where when a bumard or a bumisha come around, you tell some shit you already know, it's just extra. It doesn't rock your world like the way it used to. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you have some codependency like issues, and it's rooted in something else. And with this, you're gonna identify the source of this, like this behavior or these behaviors that are not contributing to your growth, and that's what's going to contribute to this glow up. Because you're finally going to recognize, like, if you were feeling like, why am I going through the same cycle with different people, same person, different avatar, same characteristics, different avatar, right? It's like identifying what in you is manifesting this in your life, what in you is contributing to why you are stagnant. That's this next glow up. It's like, okay, I see now, like, I was playing on my own time. I was being the weapon formed against myself, and I now I disconnected from that energy. I rebuked that energy, and I walk into this best season for myself. It's like some of you guys will try to do things on your own understanding, or you guys are just trying to do things by yourself, doing it for the glory of yourself, and you need a backbone. You need to be more, like, I feel like with this next glow up, you're going to have more stability with your spiritual relationship, because the only time you pray is when you want something, and, the only time you talk to God is when you want something. So you're going to be tenuring a relationship with God, and with that, you're going to have a better reality. So, yeah, this will be a reading. I love you guys to the moon and back, and around else. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Try the psychic hotline everyone is raving about. Text 𝒯𝒾𝓂𝓒𝓂 to the number on the screen to redeem 15% off your first purchase.